or afternoon or evening, depending on when and where you are watching this. I am just popping online. Excuse me for still making some adjustments. It's a little bit late today because I was working on my Etsy shop. Links in the description box below if you care about that. But I had a customer contacting me and was trying to finish that interaction before I got started. So we are going to do another 5 drawings. Whoops, what card that was. Ooh, overconfidence. We are going to draw for another 5 hands today and see if the deck will predict what card we will see in the poker hand that we watch on YouTube after we run the search that we ask it about. So without further ado, let's jump right into it and just ask the awesome deck. I made this deck, by the way. Also links in the description box below if you care about that. And as long as I'm at it, please press like and subscribe to support my channel, and share this if you will. Tell people about it. I am, excuse me, I am struggling to get more views at the moment because the algorithms don't seem to know who to show my strange topic to. Anyhow, I apologize. I've wasted almost a whole nother minute begging you to follow me. And the point of this is the research. So, without further ado, awesome deck, please show us one card that will appear in play in the first poker hand on the first poker video that shows up on YouTube when we search for fun poker hands. Woo. Show us one card that will appear when we search for fun poker hands on YouTube. First poker video in the first poker hand. What is one card that will appear? Thank you to the person who just pressed like. I appreciate you. So we have the 7 of diamonds we are going to be looking for. Okay, I'll grab that again in a second. Not totally prepared here, so let's go to YouTube and we are gonna search for fun poker hands. And there's a little preview of what I watched during the day, I suppose. Oh, 10 most watched poker hands. At least we got a video I haven't seen yet. I'm trying to, that's why I kind of blanked for a second when I was figuring out what we were going to search for, because I keep getting like the same videos, and even though I'm searching for different things, so I'm trying to come up with new searches to run to make sure that we get new videos. So first poker hand, we have Narden. Wow, I've never ever seen this format even, so fun. He has the Ace of Opportunity and the Ace of Initiative. So these 2 cards usually make me think you need to raise. That is not true of all combos of aces in all positions for me, but that is just because I play extremely intuitively. I apologize for the reflection in my computer screen. Someday I'll figure out how to set this up a little more fantastic. I am aware of the ways to do the split screen thing, which most people use. I can't currently afford to spend money on that, and I really want it to look authentic. I want you to know that I am not editing this and see me watching with the playing cards and have it in all one live motion, because this is for actual research purposes that I am running this. So I really feel like I'm blabbing a little too much today. I'm going to try and stop. Let's move on and just watch for the 7 of diamonds and see if it shows up as the deck predicted that it would. He is going to raise. I'm sure if you play poker, you're thinking that's not that unusual. I mean, most people would raise with the best starting hand possible. True. Now, this is confidence and good luck. So that could be good luck for him to be confident, but it could also mean that your confidence is going to require a lot of good luck to succeed. So, personal intuition is the only thing, in my opinion, that can tell you exactly what the tarot cards mean, which is why this test is really a test of correlation. Does the card show up? Doesn't mean did my drawing this card predict or cause the outcome to happen. We just asked, tell us one thing about the moment we're about to watch, and we're given one thing about the moment, one tiny bit of truth. And in my opinion, perhaps that is all that tarot cards are meant to do. I certainly don't think that most people believe that they are meant to cause any particular outcome. Some would think that they are meant to tell you a lot more, maybe, than others believe that they should tell you about a situation. That's the only difference. So, again, I am blah, 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 blah-ing, so let's keep going. Oh, and there it is. But are they going to play it? Because that is the very important. Oh my goodness, he decided to play the 7. So, yay, we did see the card that we drew. We get a yes on this trial of the experiment. And I will try to stop talking through the rest of the hand. But since he decided to play, 7-6 suited, some do like to play those suited connectors a lot more than others. But this stands for betrayal and prosperity. And you will notice that these have like a stone in the background. That's supposed to be because they are earth energy. And notice this card also speaks of patience, which is a secondary description for the 6 of diamonds as well. And pretty much everything that has the earth energy, because it requires patience and effort to produce the results that you want. So, by just calling, he's not getting impatient necessarily. I didn't see, he has the biggest stack, so that's a decent time to call and see if you can betray them by having the worst hand and winning. So, although the 7-6 has the mathematically worst chance at the moment, I think it has a better chance of the King 9 than beating the aces. But let's see if I can keep my self-control away from this pause button all the way to the end of this hand. What do you think? You want to take some bets on whether or not I'm going to be able to control myself and not say the rest? So this is confusion and panic, but don't panic. See, he got a pair of 6s. There's a logical reason to panic, still logical reason to panic, but don't. And this is the Queen of Assertiveness. And he's taking the initiative again for the opportunity. And I don't know. As you may or may not notice, this guy has a straight draw. He needs a 10 to make a straight. Ooh, so 7-6 is out. Gut shot straight draw is not really a great draw against this. So, especially with the 7-6 out, I believe the aces will hold at this point. But we'll see, because confusion. This is, I will say, panic, but don't panic when this card comes up, because there's a logical reason to panic, but you shouldn't. So since he has the 9 of hearts, he may be having different intuition about this moment than what I just said. Apparently so, because he is calling. And I don't know. Is he going to win? Narden did everything GTO. As far as I know, I'm no GTO expert. And he did what I would say is important to do according to the tarot. But will he win? I don't know. I wonder if this tournament we're watching right now is the one that someone gave me some poker chips from that I love. Oh, there it is. He got it. Oh, so the only thing that can save Narden now is a king, because then he would have the higher straight. So, will we have the super, super unexpected good news? No, we will not. So, that was the 10 of unexpected good news. 10 of hearts and the 9 of hearts are said to be the two luckiest cards in the deck. And this is the 2 of hearts for the little things, as in the smaller stack and the worst hand might win. So, all right, let us get out of here. Mark this one down as succeeding. Yes. And move along to the next one. So, hand number 2, here we go. La, la, la. All right, awesome deck. Show us one card that will appear in the first poker hand, first poker video that comes up on YouTube when we search for Jennifer Harmon poker hands. Have y'all seen her play recently? I have not, but I do know that she's still playing. Guessing she's been on something recent. If not, I guess it'll be an old video, and that'll be fun too. So she's one of my favorites. Let's see. Awesome deck. Show us one card, that will be in play in the first poker hand on the first poker video that comes up when we search for Jennifer Harmon poker hands. 5 of diamonds now. I don't know who you are. Welcome for joining me. I've already done one drawing and we did find the card we were looking for. So now we're looking for Jennifer Harmon poker hands. And first video, we are going to look for the 5 of diamonds. Now that is an old one, but let's see what we find. What shall we find? Oops, I thought I pressed that. I was watching How to Grow Sprouts yesterday. It was pretty cool. Oh, we got all the oldies but goodies. All right, I want to do some sound here for fun. We can listen to a little sound, can't we? All right. Whoops, wrong button. Why do I do that? All right. You probably don't need it to be super loud. Wow. Peace of mind and tact.
With 8 deuce offsuit.
She's definitely got peace of mind about playing it.
Play against Phil, but this time Phil has a hand.
All right, I'm going to turn that off. And he has empowerment and intuition, which I find funny that he's holding the queens of empowerment and intuition. Not that the court cards don't really have a gender in tarot. Each one is tied to a zodiac sign. But, and I happen to know that Jennifer Harmon, like me, is a Jack of Clubs, Sagittarius. But, sometimes I think queen, female. And right now I'm thinking queen, female. He's got the queen of empowerment and intuition. She's playing, the female, is playing the worst hand, likely because of intuition. So perhaps she will be empowered. That's my thought. And, that would jive pretty well. I don't know why I'm feeling called to use that word, but that would jive pretty well with the meaning of this card. Imbalance either means it means you're acting imbalanced. It just doesn't necessarily tell you whether or not that is going to produce good or bad results. You'll have to look at the other cards to figure that out. So let's see if the 5 of diamonds comes up as we go to the flop. And we'll do a little sound.
Check it. Phil checked blind.
Oh, there it is.
5, 10,
Toot,
6 on the
toot.
flop. And now Jennifer's probably got a bet here because she started out
2 for 2
just like
today.
Antonio with intentions of buying
Whoops, didn't mean to do that.
this hand.
Okay.
She bets 2,500.
So this is the 5 of imbalance, 10 exciting challenge, and 6 rationalizing. And she is acting imbalanced. She has absolutely nothing, but she has peace of mind. And therefore she has taken on the exciting challenge of rationalizing another bet against Phil. Remember what I said, empowered by her intuition. She only has a 6% chance to win, but can she do it? Can she bluff Phil out of the hand by behaving imbalanced? Let's see. Let's see. Come on, computer.
Phil's thinking about what to do here. He just calls. Jennifer has no hand. She's trying to convince Phil she has a hand. Phil has a hand. He's trying to convince Jennifer he has no hand. Trying to call.
That is the 9 of revelation. She still has nothing. So it can reveal that somebody is stabbing you in the back. And it could be the revelation that she is not ahead. And Phil may have realized by the fact that she checked back that she was trying to betray him. Which is interesting because the 7 of betrayal came on the river. So, there you have it. He's bet. I can't believe that she would do anything other than fold. What? Huh? What? Oh! I can't believe I just missed that. She drew straight on the river. We're all, subject to missing that here and there. So she betrayed him by having peace of mind throughout the hand. And, usually tact to me means to be tactful, excuse the bad definition there, to do the by the book behavior kind of thing. But it doesn't always mean that. Sometimes it means the exact opposite. Sometimes it means to ignore that and go completely against the rules, which is what she did. So, all right, let's add this one to the spreadsheet. We got another one. Yay. Oh, I forgot to put how many players are in the hand, so I don't have to go back. 2 and 2. I'm tracking that because how many players were in the hand matters for what number I need to get to. Excuse me, I'm having some coffee burps. Very embarrassing. Not what I want to be doing on camera. Anyhow, yes, I am tracking how many players were in the hand because I do want to know whether or not my results are statistically significant. You can use math to determine how often any random card drawn would be likely to show up in a 2-person hand where there's 9 cards in play. 2 cards for each player in the hole and 5 in the middle. And, there's a mathematical odd that a card is going to show up in there, whether or not, no matter what, there's a mathematical odd, how often one card drawn will show up in those cards. This is the problem with me doing morning videos. I'm having a lot of trouble explaining eloquently. But I want to commit to a time, and committing to an afternoon or evening time is far more complicated at the moment. I just can't do it. So we're going to try and get better at talking to people in the morning, live. Anyways, back to what I was saying is, in order for this experiment to prove anything, I need to draw the card and find it in my search far more often than math would indicate that that would happen. Even though, well, for myself to feel like I am producing good results and can say that it means anything, I need to do that. So I apologize if you're hearing that buzz, but yeah, I just got the Etsy order that I was working on when I was 2 minutes late going live. So yay. Anyhow, so much blabbing out of me today. So I need to produce results that occur far more often than math predicts, even though I'm not just saying, is this card going to show up in a hand and dealing a hand? I'm saying, show me a card that will search up when I perform this search. So I'm also asking the deck to know what video is going to come up in the algorithm at any given moment when I perform that search. So that adds another little layer of complication, and that to me gives more meaning to whether or not we find the card or don't find the card. Nonetheless, even with that extra meaning in there, I want it to happen at least twice as often as math would predict in order to consider it statistically significant. And if you haven't seen my previous videos, we are getting statistically significant results at the moment. But all of that was to say that the number that I need to beat is higher if there are 3 people in the hand, because there's more cards in play than it is when there are 2 people in the hand. So I am tracking how many players were in the hand, so that way I know what number I need to beat in order for my results to be statistically significant. Wow, I think it took me like 5 minutes to explain that fact. Sorry. And thank you so much if you are watching. So, without further ado, let's do the third drawing of the day. Awesome deck, show us one card that will be in play in the first poker hand on the first poker video that comes up on YouTube when we search for, let's say when we search for Texas poker hands. Sorry, messages popping up on my computer or on my phone, distracting me. But awesome deck, show us one card that will be in play in the first poker video, first poker hand, first poker video comes up on YouTube when we search for Texas poker hands. And, universe, please help my eloquence so we can make it through the rest of this video. Okay, charm. Hey, they're going to give me some charm, maybe. I mean, if you can't be good, then you should be good at it. Hopefully, I am seducing you with my authenticity, because that's about all I have going for me with this crazy blah, 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 blah that's happening, right? Am I right? Okay, Texas poker hands. Will we get it? Well, that's a good sign. It's in there, but I've had it happen before that it is in the thumbnail, but not in the hand. Oh, see, I've seen this one like 5 times already. Oh, okay, but that still counts because we asked it. First poker hand, first poker video. What will we see? So, what do we have? Again, is Tony G raising. And she's got the aces, right? I do recall this one a little bit. But, I don't remember if this is the one that I watched for here. What I'm thinking of is, this pops up. perhaps I did not watch the first poker hand on the video some other time because I just saw Ronnie on the screen and we were, somewhere around here, which, yes, is the second hand on the video. And I do know that I've had that hand in this experiment. So, I don't know how we're gonna account for that. But so far, no Jack of Hearts this time. She has refuge and initiative, as in refuge is hiding out in your safe place. So when I have that ace, I would be times that I might want to slow play it. Now, it also sometimes just means you're going to be safe. And as you can see, she's just gotten trip aces with that ace coming down. But now Tony G, he has 2 pair for one, and he only needs 1 more spade to get a flush. So the only thing that could help her would be a spade coming that pairs the board, which you can't do because it would be the 5, and he has the 5. So, now that is a good one because they've both gotten full houses, but she has the better one. P.S. This is the 5 of disruption, and this is the end and a new beginning, as in, this is always hard for me to explain. It's like a mouthful, but basically it's the start of a new cycle. And because of that, I feel that it is likely to coincide with an all-in situation. And I can't remember, but I mean, obviously, full house over full house makes it likely to be an all-in situation. And wow, that just went so fast with no sound. I don't remember what happened. But, well, we now did not see the card we were looking for at least once. And we learned that I need to be very careful when I pull up these videos to make sure that I am watching the first poker hand on the first poker video. So, let's go ahead. Oops, what's going on with my computer? All right, we got 2 more drawings to do for today. Get caught up a little bit on my research. So, awesome deck. Show us 1 card that will appear in the first poker video. First poker hand on the first poker video comes up on YouTube when we search for Triton cash game. Show us 1 card that will appear in the first poker hand on the first poker video that comes up when we search for Triton cash game on YouTube. If you're watching, again, let me request, please press like and subscribe if you are appreciating this research. So, we did see this card earlier. I already told you what it means if you've been watching, so I shall not waste time going over that again. We are going to search for Triton cash game. As you can see, I have searched for it. I have searched for it before. Here we go. Because I enjoy watching this one. But are we on the first hand? We will check here in a second. Oh, is this the live? Well, we're gonna... Okay, because it's a live, I'm going with literally right now. I did not realize that it was going to be an actual live, but that's why I enjoy watching it sometimes. So, and maybe it's not. Sometimes they're replayed lives, but either way, I'm going to go with exactly where it took us, which is right here, and we are looking for the 10 of hearts and see what happens. And again, they have to actually play the card. So if it shows up here and they fold it like they just did, then boop, we don't get it. And in the interest of time, I am going to not watch that hand in entirety. And, oh, but I do need to know how many people actually play the hand so that I can mark that down accurately as how many players are in the hand, yet they didn't even play. So we had 5 players in this hand, and yet he did not play the 10 of unexpected good news. I can't remember what he had with it, but, you know, he would not have had unexpected good news. He would have been looking for unexpected good news. So, one more drawing for today. And then I have some other things to do. If you've stuck with me all 30 minutes so far, I really, really appreciate it. And hope you enjoyed this. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to see in the future. And how much you like my blabbing on a level of 1 to 10. All right. Awesome deck. Show us one card that will appear in the first poker hand on the first poker video that comes up on YouTube when we search for Phil Ivey poker hands. I love him, and he's in my head. I think I just saw him on that last one. So let's see. Show us one card that will be in play in the first poker hand on the first poker video. It comes up on YouTube when we search for Phil Ivey poker hands. One card in play. First poker hand, first poker video with Phil Ivey. Ooh, there's going to be some charity and kindness, it says. Okay, let's see what we get. And who doesn't love Phil Ivey, right? Was that weird that I said I love Phil Ivey? I mean, who doesn't? If you don't, there's something wrong with you, in my opinion. And why do I say that? Well, because he's not in the limelight quite like everyone else, even though he is one of the best, if not the best. Obviously, now that Michael Mizrahi has had his year, some people are going to contest that. But, I mean, I like the way that he keeps his private life private and isn't quite as much out there. A little bit of mystery, but also very classy, and he does put himself out there enough to be part of the community. So I'm going to turn on sound because it has to be the first hand, and this appears to be an intro, not a hand. So that would not count, but let's see.
Perez's hand is dead. That's a fold, and that means he's going to the cage.
Yeah, exactly. We're going for the first hand, which will be this one, I guess. Oh, I hate that. I don't want to play
The man, the myth, the
everyone's.
legend. It's a cliche that gets overused.
But in Phil Ivey's case,
Okay.
it is 100% warm.
Yeah, I don't want to play everyone else's sound, but I also need to know if they're still doing intro or talking about the first hand. So that way I know if it counts. But I do think
No surprise, many people
this is it. This will count.
of all time.
So, I mean, some charity might be occurring if Ivy stays in the hand. I mean, he's ahead at the moment, but he could get outdrawn. His opponent calling him could be the charity. But, I mean, is the 4 of charity going to show up to prove that? I don't know. We shall see. And this is a while ago, yeah? Wonder how old he is in this one. So, he's holding panic, but don't panic, and prosperity, as in there's a logical reason to panic. It's a low pair. Pre-flop, you don't feel so great about it, but it's telling him his patience may pay off in the form of prosperity. And Leone has the end and a new beginning and initiative. Like I was just saying last time, that sometimes means all in. He might be trying to push Ivy all in right now. I can't quite tell. Or push him to make an all in. No, I don't think they're quite there yet. But we have the little things, these little things, rationalizing. They rationalized their way in. Despite the logical reason to panic, they did not, and therefore it might lead to prosperity. This is the Jack of Respect and the 10 of Exciting Challenge, which, can be a sign that you need to respect the bet that is coming at you, because it's just an exciting challenge to keep going at that point. And there's the all-in that I was just talking about. There's the empowerment. And this is another time which I would not mark as a yes in my research, but I do find it interesting that to me, it does at least predict the mood a little bit. I mean, that's a face of somebody who feels like they just gave away charity because their aces got cracked. And I find those situations interesting and worth noting over in my little comment section here. But I'll just put aces were cracked. Card we were looking for was the 4 of Hearts. Charity. Which I believe most players feel that they just gave away charity when their aces are cracked because they had such a high chance of winning before the flop that it just feels wrong when they lose. But not that that is necessarily true as a fact, but that is how it feels. The feeling might be a fact even if it's not true. So anyhow, we are up to 25 hands that we have analyzed so far, and 36% of the time has come out as yes. We did get the card we were looking for exactly 100%, no questions asked. I always just put no if there's any gray area and make some sort of note so I can just think about it later as a other factor. But if you haven't watched the other videos, you may not know that with 2 people in the hand on average, and we're a little over that, math expects us to see the card that we drew 17.5% of the time. But we have seen the card 36% of the time. 35% is considered statistically significant. So at the moment, we are 1% over that. And I will do another drawing again tomorrow. So hope to see you then. Check out the previous ones on my channel. They're all saved on the live page. And I do have other types of videos for you to enjoy with some manifestation music or just positive energy and some other poker hand analyses. And those ones are a lot more succinct than this one if you want to hear a nice, concise poker hand analysis. So again, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this and hope to see you again soon. Have an awesome day.